We're on the road showcasing America's music lifestyle, taking you to the best landmarks, museums, and all sorts of other iconic destinations. Welcome to Music Road Trip.
Cheers. Welcome to Savannah.
On this road trip, it's all about supporting local,
We support our local businesses around here.
keeping it low-key,
We're kind of going away from the crafty stuff, not $10 cocktails and that kind of vibe.
embracing the outlandish,
Slightly offensive things that I have always collected my whole life.
and always knowing where to get a great cocktail. DIY is the way to go here.
We're dry aging our own beef.
From opening your own bar,
We want to be the menu that you dream about.
or even starting your own museum.
The first room of the museum looks exactly like my bedroom did growing up.
That's all right here on Music Road Trip. Welcome to Savannah, Georgia. If you're looking for a town with character and charm, inhabited by inspiring and creative people with gorgeous views in all directions, then this is your place. Savannah is home to fine art, historic period architecture, and plenty of haunted stories hidden under the Spanish moss. A great meal in Savannah often includes a craft cocktail and cuisine from the coast. But then again, a burger and a few beers while dancing the night away at a neighborhood bar can be pretty great too. In the Starland district of the Thomas Square neighborhood, just blocks away from the Savannah African Art Museum, you'll find Mood Rights and Over Yonder. Cold beer, duckpin bowling, and good times.
The space was too big for us to do one concept, so that was when David and I kind of got together and worked on some. We both like honky tonk and CBGB kind of vibes, and that's kind of what we developed back there for Over Yonder.
So the idea is you get them in and you need to keep them in.
Right. And then we have food now, so that keeps them a little longer too. So
Our goal here is to be your go-to late night dining establishment. We want to be the menu that you dream about when you're hammered at midnight. So we've got, I think, the neighborhood's second best cheeseburger. Our double stacks is soon to be legendary. We have pretty ridiculous chicken sandwich. Our Vietnamese meatball banh mi is outstanding. French fries, hand cut. So not the healthiest of options, but I hope that you're not thinking about those things at a bar after dark.
I mean, at midnight, after a few cocktails,
Exactly.
I might go for the breakfast burrito.
Everything is crushable here. I promise you.
Tell me about the drinks. What do people order when they come in?
Normally they order a lot of Lone Star. We sell a bunch of Lone Star here. We've got some really fancy cocktails, really fun menu items. We've got our Cool Ranch water is really tasty. We've got a bunch of different varieties of drinks. We've got a bunch of different tequilas, whiskeys, some really good stuff here.
we generally have Tuesday nights we do bluegrass twice a month with this local band Swamp Tooth, and then Saturdays we rotate. It's kind of a small spot, so we try to pick times where we're a little bit slower, because on Friday and Saturday this place is already kind of packed out. So Saturday afternoons, 3 to 6, we usually get a really good crowd for music every Saturday, and it's usually honky-tonk music.
Don't visit Savannah without first visiting overyondersav.com to review their mouth-watering menu and get info on their hours and happy hours too. This little neighborhood bar crawl leads next to the Lone Wolf Lounge, where entrepreneurial spirits with a love of local art have established a neighborhood anchor. Well, I noticed there is some artwork on the walls too. Is that from some local artists or?
Yeah, Leanne Renee, she comes to the bar here, is friends with one of our bartenders, Maya, and we've just been trying to showcase local art and do something maybe once a month. Let them put some work up. If they want to sell it, cool. If not, it's more of like an outlet. Because a lot of the places that we used to have art, even go out and see some art, they don't exist anymore. Or they're working in a different capacity. Or after COVID, kind of just operating a little less above the water there,
Well, we want to check out the other couple of rooms
Sure.
in here, but I noticed there's a padded door. Is that in case someone has too many drinks back here, they can go through?
I'll tell you that. The story behind that, we wanted to do, which James Bond movie was it? There was a padded door. We wanted this room to be a little different than the rest of the bar. It's got gold cobra handles and cobra iconography.
Yeah, there's
and
the cobra
snakes
rosettes above the door.
On the door here, yeah. And the idea was to make it a little more Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom era kind of Art Deco look. This bar is from Jerry's Antiques downtown, which he actually has a company in England that makes these handmade bars.
They're beautiful.
You can go in this warehouse and there's so many crazy things, and he's actually a harmonica player, so he comes and used to jam at my old job. So like everybody plays music, and we're like, "What's up, man? You got a bar for me?" You know, like, "Let me see what you got," you know. So, but yeah, so the padded door was like the crowning moment, the crown of this place, you know. And it took 9 months to make. So. And the company that did it makes all of the like stuff for the movies in town. Like people, so we have like a huge like burgeoning film industry in Savannah. There's always sort of been, even back in the 70s, like Italian filmmakers would come to Savannah because you have the beach. You've got some foresty stuff. You have all these environments.
You go all the way back to Burt Reynolds and Gator and
Absolutely.
all those movies.
But now Hollywood is like using Georgia for its like great tax breaks and stuff. You know, I'm sure y'all and
Cape Fear.
Yeah,
Cape Fear.
Yeah.
The original one.
But they make all the stuff. But they're like, yeah, we can make a door for you. And after the end of it, the dude's like, we're never doing a door. It took him so long. He was like pulling and tufting this thing for hours on a day, you know, and it was tough, man.
So tell me about the bar. This is a beautiful bar.
Thanks. Black Walnut. Yeah, we built like. It was like all done by us, like working on this thing after we get off work, wake up in the morning, like come in here.
Yeah, I mean, part of building like an anchor neighborhood bar in town was to have not have any big investors.
This is damn good. That's what I'm saying.
We also found this amazing book. It's kind of like a, Sky Mall kind of style catalog, where, hey, you've opened a business, you made some money, like maybe you need a suit of armor in your house, style magazine. So that was actually in the building, and we already had our concept for the place, but we definitely double checked with that. We called it the Shaganomicon.
Check out lonewolfsab.com to learn more about this stylish neighborhood watering hole in Savannah, Georgia's Starland District, a creative and friendly community worth visiting. We wandered the neighborhood a little longer, making a stop at the Starland Yard complex, where Neapolitan-inspired pizza is served at Pizzeria Vittoria, and where handmade drinks, food trucks, and family-friendly fun are all available at Starland Yard. Up next, a look at a little more lavish side of Savannah's creative and culinary offerings. We'll take you to events and music venue Victory North, and Restaurant Without Borders, the Garage at Victory North, with a quick coffee break at Trippio. That's next on Music Road Trip. Whether you're absorbing the city's immense history on a group tour, shopping local at the city market, or taking part in any number of this inviting southern city's activities, Savannah, Georgia's a truly satisfying destination. We're continuing our exploration of the recently revitalized Starland District to visit Victory North, a magnificent music venue and event space where their attention to detail doesn't go unnoticed. Well, now you're recruiting us to move to Savannah.
I encourage everybody to move here. It is a beautiful, beautiful city. Great history, great architecture, great food, very nice people, terrific weather.
Well, and tell me about this room. It's a beautiful room.
The room is gorgeous, as you said. It's the main floor. It holds approximately 420 people standing.
What are some of the shows that you've actually featured?
We've done a little bit of everything. We're trying to figure out what it is Savannah really wants. Some of my more favorite shows, we did the group Future Birds. We recently had Citizen Cope. We've done Big Head Todd and the Monsters. We just did a bluegrass band out of Canada called the Dead South for 2 nights, which was great because this is a much smaller venue than they would normally play.
We have the flexibility of doing, many different kind of events in here, not just concerts, but that's our main focus, but we can pretty much do anything in here with the flexibility of this system. It really is the best sounding room in the town. I mean, it's not even close, to be honest with you. I've worked in every other venue in this town, and this is the only one that I really enjoyed coming back to, so.
We continued our tour with Brian, showing us around the venue's classy but comfy quarters, where the artist green room feels more like an upscale apartment. You may have some bands knocking down your door after they see this.
Exactly. Yeah, they all love it here.
We made it to the dining room where the band he mentioned a minute ago, the Dead South, recently relished in Savannah's savory fare.
We sat them all down, and one of the things that I enjoy is, as I mentioned earlier, trying to make people feel like they're at home. And so part of that to me, we're in the South, as you know, is food. And so we went out and got them a low country boil, so some Savannah red rice, and they were just in heaven because they're so used to getting, nominal, mediocre catering. And you come into a city like this and a venue like this, and you get fed a great meal. It sets the tone for the entire evening.
Visit victorynorthsavannah.com to see the upcoming concert listings or to learn more about hosting your own private event. Our next stop was close by, as in right next door. The Garage at Victory North provides you an eclectic mix of Southern and worldly cuisine, unique and locally sourced food items, expertly paired with specialty cocktails and wine. Danny, thanks for having us over to the Garage.
Absolutely.
And you guys are a part of Victory North Complex.
Yeah.
Tell me how that relationship started.
Yeah, so same ownership overall. Victory North started as an event space, which it maintains today. And we are kind of that attachment, food and bar, so people can come in before or after a concert or event and enjoy themselves in a few different options.
This is a beautiful bar, Danny. Tell me about the bar.
Thank you, yeah. We want to have an amazing bar program with a wide selection. We think we've hit the mark on most of that. So you can come in and get a unique spirit neat, or you can try one of our creations as well.
We do tastings on a weekly basis, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, just trying new stuff to the market. So we're really focused on small producers, really organic stuff. Natural wine is something we're interested in, that kind of movement towards, going back to an ancestral way of making stuff with no additives, no pesticides. So that's kind of where we're going, but it's also paired with the food. So we have some really good acidic reds, some nice light whites to go with our fresh seafood options. So we're always just looking to change the wine menu as the seasons change and as our menu changes as well.
So what kind of food can we expect at the Garage?
Fun food.
The best food, of course.
Well, yeah, best quality. I really like to stress quality with all the food. We're dry aging our own beef. I'm flying in fish from Santa Barbara, California. We'll bring in, caviar from France. We're just trying to do something different that nobody else in Savannah's doing.
How much does being in Savannah influence the food here?
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Being by the water, we have a really good supply of seafood. And then if you go out west, 30-minute drive, you can be in farms. There's cattle farms, there's chicken farms, and so we're trying to work with all the local purveyors here. So.
One of the things I love about Victory North and the fact that the Garage is right next door is that most venues you're just getting maybe a sandwich or a burger, and this is a whole gourmet meal. And gourmet cocktails and wine.
Yeah. And you can get your burger or fries.
Right, and you can get your burger and fries. Dig deeper into their unique food and bar selections at thegarageatVictoryNorth.com. Just across the street from Victory North and the Garage is Trippio, a specialty coffee shop where Venezuelan-inspired street food and locally roasted beans will give you all the home flavors you've been looking for.
Our coffee is a cup to cup. It is a local coffee, people. We do this. Yes. It is a local Savannah roaster here in Savannah. Yeah, they're very good. We support our local businesses around here.
Coming up, we'll make one last stop in the Starling District at the weird world of Graveface Records and Curiosities before hopping across town to the vibrant and historic Plant Riverside District to make our final stops. The Service Brewing Company to learn how music, art, and the military inspired a man to brew for the right reasons, and that great Gretsch Sound Museum to witness a multi-million-dollar collection of Gretsch guitars, drums, and more. That's next on Music Road Trip. Welcome back to Music Road Trip. We're in Savannah, Georgia, a town that fully embraces its otherworldliness. A quick search online reveals dozens of ghost tours. Some even consider Savannah to be America's most haunted city, so it makes sense that someone like Ryan Graveface would end up planting his flag here. Come along as he guides us through his collection of records and relics and explains how it all got started.
And instead of hanging up Beatles posters and that sort of stuff, I put up John Wayne Gacy paintings and really slightly offensive things that I have always collected my whole life. I started to notice a pattern where there were 2 types of people. One that just come here for records, and then the other who don't even realize it's a record store and are just looking around.
Do you think that the kind of popularity of your store coincided with the resurgence of vinyl? Because people are digging vinyl again.
I think it's actually kind of interesting When I started releasing records over 20 years ago, you know, during the lull of major labels not carrying and selling off all their pressing machines and all that stuff, I was selling virtually the same quantity as I'm selling now. But the difference is, even though the percentage of people buying vinyl has increased, it's now oversaturated to a degree, right? So like each individual label is probably selling slightly less. That would be my prediction. I don't know. It's weird.
Graveface Records isn't just a store. It's a label that releases CDs, tapes, vinyl, and more.
Beachy Head is a new project.
I like the name Beachy Head.
It's the #1 suicide spot in the UK.
Oh no.
Yes. Little did you realize.
Graveface artist Basically Nancy was on the scene, so we caught up with him to see what inspired them to work together.
Because they're just the coolest.
The coolest, yeah.
I think the coolest thing in
It was like
Savannah.
all of high school, definitely all of our dream to like work with Graveface in any way at all. When we first started as a band, we got booked for a couple Graveface shows, and those were like really big deals for us to be put on those bills. And then we just talked to Ryan about recording. He had us on a little compilation album he did. And then after that, we were like, can we do an album together? And then so we've been working on this album for a long time now.
Along with Graveface Records, Ryan also founded TerrorVision.
So TerrorVision is just horror soundtracks. And the concept was to take the worst movies you've ever seen that have good scores and release those on vinyl, but treat them like it's The Godfather or something. So very lavish packaging, very primo design and everything. One of the biggest things we've put out is Unsolved Mysteries. I'm in my 3rd volume now of culling through 500 DAT tapes. I'm the producer on it, so like I literally have to go through, I mean, if you look at the track listing, there's 1 million songs on this thing. It's a triple LP that I spent 9 months, you know, curating. So recently I started doing Blu-rays of those titles as well, and that's been like hugely successful, which I didn't expect. I didn't think there were that many people that wanted something that was shot on video in 1986, you know, on Blu-ray. 3 John Wayne Gacy paintings, original paintings here. That's a monkey skull from an island that's actually about like 30 minutes away that was overrun by monkeys, so I thought it was cool to have their skull. And I mean, it weighs like 60 pounds. So that was from Ohio. I was actually born in Ohio, so this is something that I got back then. But yeah, I mean, I just literally collect random crap that most people chuck. This is a bunch of human skulls. That's 300 years old. Another Gacy. I mean,
Were you always collecting this stuff since you were a kid?
Yeah. But if you go to the museum, or if anyone goes to the museum, the first room of the museum looks exactly like my bedroom did growing up, for better or for worse.
If this sounds like your type of terror, be sure to visit this frightfully funky establishment next time you're in Savannah, Georgia. We set out from the Starland District for the exciting Plant Riverside District to catch up with the CEO of Service Brewing Company, Kevin Ryan, at the expansive brewery and venue he's established there. In the middle of his prep to host bands there that night for Savannah's Stopover Fest, Kevin took a break to offer up his story and to sample some suds.
I was in the Army for 8 years, stationed in Fort Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska, as well as Fort Carson in Colorado. Spent a year in Iraq, 2003, 2004, and then I got out of the military end of 2004. 20 out of 24 investors are veterans of the Army, Navy, and Marines. We donate a portion of every beer we sell to a charity. Probably close to 200,000 bucks now, just based on selling pints one at a time.
Right on, that's great. Great for the community.
Yeah.
Now time for a little beer talk.
This is a beer we just released, a double dry hop double IPA called It's Out There Somewhere. It's a 3rd part in our double IPA series, loosely based on the true story of the USS Alligator, which was out there somewhere. A submarine that was being brought down to the south in the part of the Civil War, and it had to be cut loose during a storm and sank somewhere off the coast, the East Coast. So the first one was Messenger of the Sea, the second one was The Slow Descent, and then the 3rd of the series is It's Out There Somewhere. So really nice, 8%. Really hard to tell that it's 8%, so We always tell people to be careful because it goes down really easily. Then we've got Adventureful. This is a nice 5.5% stout that we fashioned after the new Girl Scout cookies that came out this year. Being in Savannah, the home birthplace of the Girl Scouts, we need to do a proper honorarium to Juliet Gordon-Lowe. So really nice and easy to drink. So this space we kind of reserve for the more intimate, other than tonight, more intimate shows.
I was going to say, it looks pretty big to me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we bring the lights down. We have kind of the lower tabletop so people can sit and enjoy the show. Versus tonight, it's going to be
packed house.
Packed house. Savannah is known for last-minute ticket buying, and a lot of people get left out in the cold when you wait to the last minute. So there's a lot of rush to get some tickets for us for this show tonight, which is really exciting.
We'll have to come back and check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks so much, Kevin.
Of course. Cheers.
Get connected to this veteran-owned brewery and learn how you can give back and donate by visiting servicebrewing.com. For our final stop, curator Aaron Phillips shows us around that great Gretsch Sound Museum, where a multi-million-dollar collection of Gretsch instruments, highlighting the history of the company and its remarkable lineup of signature artists over the years, is on display, leading into a new, state-of-the-art music venue.
Obviously, if you know anything about Gretsch, it starts with Chet Atkins. It starts and ends with Chet Atkins, really. In 1954, when Chet comes on board, he works with Gretsch to produce the inimitable Chet Atkins Country Gentleman guitar, and that just absolutely revolutionizes the appeal and reach of the Gretsch company. And then, of course, and it's hard to imagine anything doing more for the Gretsch company than George Harrison playing that Chet Atkins guitar on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1964. So,
Every kid in America went out and bought one.
Gretsch guitar sales overnight boomed by 400% after the Ed Sullivan Show. I have a hard time watching a late night show performance or coming to a concert anywhere across the country and not seeing either a Gretsch guitar or a Gretsch drum set. They're just everywhere, and I think that that speaks volumes to the company and the family.
So Aaron, tell me about the room.
This room is a performance venue. The Marriott and Richard Kessler have partnered with Live Nation to hold concerts in here, multiple concerts a month. Some big names have already been in here and are coming within the next year. But yeah, over there we have the Fred and Dinah School of Music performance stage, and we were able to populate this space with 59, I believe is the count, some of the best instruments from the catalog for guests to enjoy while they're here watching a performance.
Well, it's such a cool experience to actually be able to kind of take in the instruments, the drums, the guitars out in the lobby, and then come in here and hear some live music. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is. And people are always kind of amazed when they come in here because they see that space out there, and it is, it's very much a learning environment as much as anything. But then, yeah, you come in here, you see the display, and you're just like, wow. And then a band starts playing, and I mean, what more could you ask for?
This town is full of people that march to the beat of their own drum, and that makes for some extremely good times. That's all from Savannah, Georgia, but there's so much more music to explore all over this country. And we'll take you there, right here on Music Road Trip.